All right, could you continue to explain Mudaraba, please? I'm sorry.
Mudaraba is, again, Mudaraba is a kind of partnership. You know, if you have money and I don't have money, but I do know how to make money, I have knowledge, but you don't have knowledge how to make money, but you have money. So Islam permits both people can, you know, get together and become a partner.
So that is the question again. I want to go back to this point about making money by loaning money. So in other words, unlike conventional banks in the United States who loan somebody money or give them credit with a credit card, they charge 18%, 24%, 10% or whatever, 5, 6, 7% for houses. The Islamic financial institution loans money, but doesn't really loan it. It really invests it, and then the bank itself, or the financial institution, the Islamic finance company, becomes a partner.
Yes.
So it's a partnership concept.
Yeah, exactly. It is a partnership concept, right?
Okay. So another question I have is, what about real estate? So let's say I want to buy this house down the street. I like the house. The house is appraised for $200,000. Could be a commercial building for $1 million, but let's just use a regular residence. I want to buy this house for $200,000. I want to go to Sharia, Islamic, the law, and I want to go to a financial institution and purchase this house. How would that work in that case?
Well, if you don't have enough money, first of all, if you don't have money, you consider not to buy. If you decided to buy, and maybe you have 20% down, you can, you know, approach to bank. You know, the bank or Islamic institution can buy this property on behalf of you, and then, you know, the institution can lease to you.
So excuse me. So in this case, the financial institution would own the house,
Yeah.
and lease it to the customer,
Yeah.
or the borrower. Excuse me. And the bank would be on the title.
Yeah.
Where in conventional banking, the bank relinquishes title, the individual goes on title, and assuming that the individual keeps making the payments on time to a conventional bank. So basically the owner of the property is the bank, and the person that lives in the property that bought the property leases it.
Yes, exactly.
For the same amount of time, like if it's a 20-year lease or 30-year lease?
Yeah.
So are the payments the same? Would it be similar payments?
Yeah,
as a regular commercial?
Yeah, that is, you know, recently, you know, the Islamic finance company come out with, you know, musharaka, diminishing musharaka. So that means you and the bank are joint venture with this one.
I see. Yeah.
So that is one of the.
So in other words, you're kind of like partners with the bank. What happens if the Islamic bank loans money to a business? Let's say the businessman needs $100,000 and business doesn't work, and it starts going bad. What happens to the lender, the Islamic finance company or Islamic bank? What happens to their money if the individual they loan the money to starts losing money?
First of all, if you gave the money, if you loan money to somebody, then you should not charge any interest, because you are doing favor to him.
Right.
There is no loan in Islam.
Right.
Okay.
So it'd be more of an investment.
Yes. So
Okay.
if you loan money, that you are entitled just the principal. You cannot charge any extra.
But
which is
then
what
how do
we
you
are.
make money? You make it off
If
the
you
profit.
make money, that's you. If someone, if you you know, commercial, that's an investment. You need to be partner with, you know, that company. You know, whoever, you know, running the business, you have to be either mudarib or, you know, musharaka or any kind of transaction you need to do. You need to become a partner.
So in other words, there's no interest. You're just when you do business with a Islamic financial institution, Islamic bank, you actually become partners with the bank.
With the bank.
And if there's profits, then you share in your profits as the borrower. So if I'm the borrower, you're the bank. You loan the money, or you don't loan the money, you invest the money, because there's no loan. So then, if I make $1 million and our contract says that we split it, then you know, you make 500,000 and I make 500,000. We're like a partnership.
Yes.
Now, what if I lose 500,000? How's that work?
That's the thing. If you are, you know, mudaraba, If you have mudaraba contract with the bank, and you bring money and you lose the money, then you lose it. So you don't have to pay anything because you are mudarib. Based on your experience, you are doing business, but you somehow you lose the business. So you don't have to pay anything because your labor is gone, your time is gone, your labor is gone. But the borrower, the lender, he lose business. So this is mudarib. If you are musharaka contract with the bank, you bring the money from the bank and bank become musharik, joint venture, then the profit should be divided, and the same way loss also be divided. So you need to share the loss too. So there is two kind of partnership. One is musharaka, one is mudaraba.
Okay, what is the definition of istisna? How do you pronounce that? Is it
istisna?
Istisna, okay.
Istisna is kind of order to manufacture. It's something that you ask somebody, your what do you call this, subcontract, okay, to manufacture these things. For example, Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu ordered one of the lady to manufacture to made mimbar. Remember that we Imam give khutbah in the Friday sermon. So he ordered the lady, ask your servant to make a mimbar for me. And so the lady ordered, and then mimbar was made. So that's kind of things is called istisna. Prophet asked also to make a ring for me. So Prophet Muhammad used to have a ring. So it's called istisna, the order to manufacture. Today, in modern Islamic business, basically the manufacturer or those things, doing the istisna concept of Islamic business.
Okay, so in simple terms, istisna is an order to manufacture.
Yes.
Does the individual that's doing the manufacturing, they're going to get the loan, or they're going to get money from the financial institution?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And with an agreement to produce something, do they share in the profits with the financial institution that's loaning the money?
Yes.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So once again, to simplify this whole situation, concept, principles, not concept because it's done trillions, hundreds of billions, and even I heard trillions of dollars by Islamic institutions. It's all about form.